up Angela's Crest, which is a 55-mile long road of nothing but twisties. One of the problems with Angela's Crest, especially down at the lower parts of it, is a lot of traffic, car traffic, bicyclists, other motorcyclists. Usually they're pretty good about pulling over. Sometimes it takes them a while. Not everybody though, and that can cause some frustration on the part of other bikers, especially sport bikers, and you know, they'll pass on the yellow lines and stuff. It's safe to do so. Like, there's parts where on a sport bike, you know, there's plenty of time to get around a vehicle, lots of visibility, but it's double yellow because of the of cars, right? Cars can't make those kinds of passes. So there you go, some people pulling over here, but not everybody. I'm on my new 50/50 tires. They seem pretty good in the corners. I haven't pushed them that far though, in terms of, you know, the limits of traction and cornering. Don't really want to, but this GS, it corners really well. When I bought it, the sales guy was telling me it'll handle like a sport bike. I didn't believe him, but actually it's very stable, likes the corners. I was on my 90/10 tires, my Anakis, and now I'm on my new Mitas E07s, E07 Pluses actually, and so far so good. They corner really well, but like I said, I haven't really pushed them. Let's see if this guy uses the passing lane. Yep. It's only my second run up the Angela's Crest this year. I was up here with my Ducati 848 last weekend, and still remembering all the limits of all the corners and whatnot. Basically, I haven't been up here in a year. Once you get past Newcomb's, there was a lot of debris on the road. But here at the lower levels, usually it's pretty clear. You just got to worry about other drivers. So hopefully this mic works well. It's not picking up a lot of wind noise. There's a little bit in the helmet. We'll see how the mic does. I don't know what the battery life is like on this GoPro either. And I didn't bring a cable long enough to charge it on the go, so We'll see how that goes. Everyone usually waves on this road. It's pretty good. Oh, yep, thank you. There's another canyon I sometimes run that's south of here in Orange County, called the Ortega Highway. People do not use the pullouts there at all. But up here they do, which is unusual because usually LA County folks, you know, are usually less friendly than the Orange County folks. Not that the Orange County folks are like super friendly either, but usually the aggressiveness and the, you know, self-centered driving is usually more prevalent in LA County. And yet up here in Angeles Crest, like I said, they're pretty good about it. I think it's because you don't have, you know, commuters. On Ortega, you have people that are actually just commuting back and forth over the mountain. Well, here, that's not really the case. Oh yeah, there's a detour here. Gotta take the detour. There was a slide on the Angeles Crest this winter, a big one, and they've been spending quite a bit of time trying to shore that up. So there's like a 10-mile detour around the slide area. Yeah, I was just saying, the Ortega Highway, people do not use the pullouts, but it's up here, people are pretty good about it. Occasionally they don't. But for the most part, people are pretty good. You might get stuck behind them for like 5 minutes or something. Then they'll clue in and pull over. I did once, you know, cross on the double yellow. I was behind a Prius that just would not pull over. And I don't know where the cop was, but he saw me. He came after me, and he was, you know, his driving was more dangerous than mine because he had to like pass people over the double yellows just to catch me, and he was in the big SUV. And but yeah, I mean, he got me. But like I said, it wasn't an unsafe pass since you just blip the throttle and you're around the guy. But yep, technically you were violating the law. But personally, I think they should enforce the whole slow driver thing, not using pullout. I've never seen someone pull over for, or pulled over for not letting people by. Harder to enforce that, I guess. And I guess it's, you know, people that are up here, they're not regulars, so from a law enforcement point of view, they probably just think they calm the bikers down a little bit. And I get that. I've seen some guys up here doing some pretty aggressive things, you know, driving like they're on a track, and yes, you've got skill as a rider, and yes, your bike is capable of doing it, but if there's something around that corner, you won't be able to react to it. You know, you're just going too fast to really survive if there's a, you know, a ton of debris on the road, or the traffic is stopped, which has happened to me. You know, there's an accident and you come around a corner and traffic is backed up for half a mile, and you come around one of these corners and bam, you're in the back of a truck or something. So I get it, driving fast and whatnot, but I don't know. Keep it for the track, I say. You gotta have a bit of a margin left over to react to debris, vehicles stopped, whatever. Maybe I'm just an old man now. Who knows? Somebody dumped his bike. Alright, I think I'll turn the camera off. Like I said, I don't know how much battery I get. It's probably like an hour. So I'd like to get some footage from up higher up in the mountains. So this road's pretty boring, so I will turn it off and go from there. So here we have Newcomb's Ranch, where most people drive up to. It's full of bikers. Just stop for a bit, but I'm not hungry or anything like that, so check the battery and that sort of thing. I much prefer the upper part of Angeles Crest Highway. We're heading back down from Wrightwood back to LA on the upper part. It's just more rugged and more like beautiful, and there's less people up here, less traffic. It's the first time I've taken the GS up here on my 50/50 tires, so not going too fast, but fast enough. Not as much debris as there was last week up here. Still some though. I wonder if that earthquake we had yesterday knocked any of this stuff loose. Yeah, they had a big 7.1 up in the Mojave Desert, but 100 miles from here. This is actually very close to the San Andreas. In fact, Wrightwood, the town of Wrightwood, actually sits on the fault. I'm sure if that lets loose, it'll be interesting up here. heck is this guy doing? Excuse my language. This guy's an idiot. Thank you.